Hi, I'm Mary Beth Leatak, Director of Strategic Communications at the Canada-France-Hawaii Telescope. Today, we're talking to one of our mechanical engineers, Raycen Wong. Hey, Raycen, how are you doing today?
Hey, Mary Beth, I'm doing well.
All right, I mentioned that you're a mechanical engineer. What exactly does that mean? What kind of job do you have?
Yeah, so I'm the mechanical engineer in the operations group at CFHT. So what I do day to day is to help our mechanical technicians on the summit perform tasks to keep our telescope running every day, so we can go and observe on the sky every night.
Fantastic. So what does a typical workday look like for you, or do you even have a typical workday?
No, it's not. It's not very typical at all. I mean, literally day to day, we have to make adjustments in case something goes wrong. If we have to fix something, obviously we do have our regular maintenance tasks that we have to do day to day, but a curveball could always be thrown at any time that we'd have to adjust our schedule to get the telescope running better and to be available for science observations in the night.
Right. Well, how long have you been at CFHT?
So I've been at CFHT for 1 year, and prior to that, I was living on Oahu, working at Pearl Harbor Naval Shipyard, working on nuclear submarines.
Cool. Now, in the first year at CFHT, did anything come up that kind of surprised you that you had the idea of like, wow, I've been here a year and I'm working on that?
Yeah, so we recently just got our new telescope hydraulic system here at the summit. But prior to that, I pretty much had to tackle and take the lead as for one of the bigger projects at CFHT. We have to pretty much fix our 40-year-old telescope hydraulic system as soon as we could, so we could get back doing science observations as soon as possible. And then on top of that, we have to redesign and source a manufacturer for our new hydraulic unit that was received here and will be integrated on the summit shortly.
Awesome. So you were kind of one of the leads of that entire hydraulics project.
Yeah, me along with the rest of our summit staff and as well as our operations managers and some other key personnel from other groups.
Awesome. Awesome. So let's kind of go back a little bit and tell me about your background. Where did you go to high school? Where did you go to college?
Yeah, so I was born and raised in Hilo, Hawaii. I went to Waikea High School and graduated, and then went on to the University of Hawaii at Manoa, where I graduated in mechanical engineering.
So what made you decide to kind of major in mechanical engineering?
Honestly, I have a big background in automotives and motorcycles and stuff like that. And one day I went to college, and I was actually forced to go to college. And I was walking past the engineering building, kind of looking around and seeing, what's cool. And I saw these guys working on a Formula race car thing, and I thought that was super cool. So I went there and I just talked to the guys like, oh, hey, what are you guys doing? What's your guys' major? Like, how did you guys get into this kind of stuff? I'm interested in it, and they kind of gave me a foot in the door. Like, we're mechanical engineering students, and this is our senior project. And I was like, that's cool. I want to work on that. And from then on, the next thing I know, I'm applying for the mechanical engineering program, and I'm helping these guys as an undergrad with their senior project.
So you picked your entire major based on walking past the engineering building one day, seeing a sweet car and being like, I want to be like those people.
Pretty much. I mean,
Cool.
I like I said, I have a heavy background in cars, and that caught my attention, and I was like, I could see myself majoring in this and actually enjoying my job.
That is incredibly awesome. So when you were in college, did you have any sort of internships that gave you some additional experience?
Definitely, I was part of the Akamai internship program, and they gave me a huge amount of experience that helped me finish my mechanical engineering degree.
Cool. Where did you work for your Akamai internship?
I worked at the Canada France Hawaii Telescope.
Awesome. So when you had your internship at CFHT, did you think like, wow, in just a few short years, I'll be back here working?
I did not think that at all, but I'm so glad that I am. The people here are amazing, and we really have a family-oriented background here, where everybody likes to help each other, and everybody's very nice. And they made being a new engineer that came to the company, they treated me just like anyone else and accepted me into their family. So it's amazing.
Awesome. So what is your favorite thing about working at CFHT?
Like I said, we're all a one big family here. We all get along. Passing through everybody in the hallways when we could before COVID was amazing. You could talk to people, get to know them, and a lot of us here have a lot of similarities. We have a lot of interests here. You can relate to a lot of the people that you work with, which is awesome.
So one last question. Do you have any advice for students?
Yeah, I'd like just to tell them, just don't be afraid to get your feet wet, and don't be afraid to further your education. If there's something that you think you're interested in, go do some research about it, or go get some experience in it to see if you like to do it. And also, like I said, don't be scared to go get to further your education. There's a lot of financial help nowadays. There's a lot of scholarships and things like that that you can get a degree, and you can further on your education, and you can get an awesome job here in Hawaii.
All right. Well, thank you so much, Raycen, for chatting with me today. If anybody is interested in Raycen's work, his particularly the hydraulics project, we will be chronicling that on our CFHT social media like we do all of our major technical and scientific projects. So please check us out there. Thank you, Raycen, for joining us.
Thank you, Mara.